What's happening, people? How's everybody doing? Just deal with it. Big shout out to Donna Bannon over at Crafty Rock Painter. Jim's Model Car Garage. It's his wife. Very cool, very cool. When I saw it, I almost fell off my chair laughing. And I asked if it was able to, we were able to purchase one, and I was told yes. So there it is. Really cool stuff. She's a great artist. Go check out her channel. Check it out. Give her a sub. You can order the rocks. She's got many, many other different kinds, but a great artist. Absolutely great artist. So, thank you, Donna. Appreciate it. Muchly, very much. Thank you. Okay. Well, where'd it go? It's done. Thank friggin' God it's done. The Vincent. I just put the last decal on it about 20 minutes ago. Unbelievable. Many problems. You guys have been following around. You know the problems. One other one that I have is that basically none of the wiring. I don't know why I don't want to call it wiring. I'm pretty sure that they were cables. Lousy directions on where they go. If you notice, here's one right here. The two that come off the two handles on the handlebars. Yeah, they just go in there. No other place on this direction sheet does it show you where those go, other than right here. There's nothing in there. There's no little contact points that I could find. I suppose if I went online and looked up the diagram on the original, I could have figured out where what went where. But yeah, I got them on, but yeah, not just the directions were just horrible, horrible. And whatever the chrome parts are made out of is completely different than what the black parts are made out of. I thought my Aoshima bikes were brittle. This stuff was just as bad. And it did, you know, a razor saw, a hot knife. That wasn't the problem. The problem was trying to clean them up. And every time I tried to clean them up, one did break. Like I said, you know, out of, I don't know how many chrome parts it called for, but I must have broke at least half of them. Just trying to either get them off the screw or cleaning them up. Just terrible. So, we'll give you a little history on it, and then we'll go look. By the end of the 20s, the motorbikes from the English firm HRD of Stevenage already enjoyed an extremely good reputation. Founded by Howard R. Davies, the business reached its peak when it was acquired by Philip C. Vincent, who changed the name to the Vincent HRD Company Limited. The starting point for the success of the firm was a single-cylinder design called the Comet, on the basis of which, in 1936, a two-cylinder bike was developed, which incorporated almost all the components of the original model. Only the frame was strengthened, the wheelbase was increased, and a new tank with a built-in oil reservoir was introduced. A further development of this into a new design designated the Rapide A was interrupted by World War II. After the war, it was followed by a machine with the new design, which now had the previous problematic external oil lines inside. The new 1-liter Rapide B was decorated with a conspicuous speedometer. The triangular swing arm was clearly ahead of its time, just one of many brilliant pioneering technical achievements. A modification to the Rapide B, a carburetor with its throat made 2 millimeters bigger, and its compression increased from 6.45 to 7.3 to 1, giving a 10 brake horsepower improvement in performance, resulting in a legendary machine that had no equal. Its name, Black Shadow, came from the black enamel which was designed to cool the engine gearbox unit. In 1948, the Black Shadow Series C followed, which differed from its first, decorated by the Vincent logo. Oh, excuse me. Let's reread that. In 1948, the Black Shadow Series C followed, which differed from its first predecessor in its girdrolic forks. Girdrolic forks, okay, which concealed long side springs. The HRD logo had disappeared from the tank, which was now decorated by the Vincent logo. The Black Shadow Series C, a good 1,400 of which had been built by 1954, had a capacity of 998 cc's and delivered 55 brake horsepower at 5,700 RPM. The 4-speed Black Shadow reached a top speed of 195 kilometers an hour and was therefore unchallenged as the fastest production machine in the world. In addition, this bike was very easy to maintain with a front wheel and a rear axle that could be disassembled without difficulty. The Black Shadow broke all national speed records throughout the world. This 210-kilogram light motorbike is still considered to be an exceptional phenomenon. Hardly any other bike was as light, as compact, as powerful, and at the same time as easy to handle as this legendary machine. So, without further ado, boys, girls, ladies, ferrets, God knows what the hell else we got out there. Let's go look at the Black Shadow. Hang on, Jeff, hang on. Bunch of ice with a little layer of snow over it. Awesome. So here we go. Black Shadow. Oh, speaking of. Warmest spot in the house, right in front of the heater. You nuts. Alright, guys, here we go. Black Shadow. There it is. Here we are. What an immense pain in the ass to build this motorcycle. I don't, you guys been following along. You absolutely know what I went through trying to build this thing. Matter of fact, when I was putting the decals on, I snapped off one of the things on the front end. I had to re-glue it back on. This piece here, this little piece right here. I had to glue that back on. But other than that, I mean, it builds into a cool bike. But you gotta have a lot of experience to be able to put this thing together. I would not recommend it for anybody who's just starting out or even has a couple of years. I mean, good God, I'm no master modeler, but Christ, what a pain in the ass putting this thing together. There's no way, as far as I'm concerned, that you can build these fenders off the bike, because that's what they tell you in the directions. Is that you build the fenders off the bike and then put them on, but that's virtually impossible because you don't know. There's very little contact points. This piece back here has no contact points except for down the bottom where it goes on to these pieces that come from back here. So I don't know how the hell you're supposed to build that and get those all in the right spot without putting it on the bike. Well, I'm sorry, those pieces right there. That's the swing arm. There's that other piece. But, yeah, just, wow. What a pain in the ass, guys. Like I said, builds into a nice model. It does. I'm giving this to my brother-in-law for his birthday. As a matter of fact, his birthday is Christmas Day. So, but yeah, I mean, it come out good. I think it looks good. I'm pretty happy with how the rims come out. I'm really happy with how the rims come out. Little weathering on it. Didn't want it to look brand new. Didn't want it to look like it was, 500 years old either. So I think it come out all right. I like how it came out. A lot of Uchi. The tank and the fenders are all Uchi powder. Did a little weathering on the tank. That's been weathered a little bit, as you can see. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I'm pretty happy with how she came out. All in all, builds into a pretty nice looking bike. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Appreciate everybody looking. Appreciate the new subscribers. I picked up a couple of new subscribers. All the great comments. Most of you guys are pretty cool. So, but there it is. Let me know what you think. Okay, boys? Peace out.